welcome back to another study vlog where I would be showing you a day in my life after school routine as a 10th grader, and I would be also showing you my first class of Abhay batch. Because if you have saw my this roadmap video, then you must know that I have enrolled in Abhay batch, and yesterday it was its first class, which was of SST and mathematics. So I was out actually, like I went to a trip. If you want to know the place, that I have already uploaded the shorts, you may check it out. So I went somewhere, and so that is why I was not able to attend my classes. But today I will attend all of the previous classes as well as today's class, which is of science. So it's almost 3:30 and I've already all of my things planned out for today. I will show you my to-do list as well after this. So now, without a further talk, let's get begin. So this was my to-do list for that particular day, 15th of April. So I had to attend the batch classes as well as I have to do school homework and exercises as well. So it was almost around 3:30. Then I just quickly made my study table because I it was scattered with all of the books. So I just arranged them, kept all the pens at their places, and I just quickly clean up my study table, and now it was the time to get back over my studies. So the SST class was of economics chapter number 1, development. So here I just took out my economics book, and here I also started with the Digratzer lectures of this chapter. So the lecture was mostly of orientation, and he was guiding the students that how we are going to study the entire year with him and along with his team. So he was just guiding, and we also studied a little. So like it's also important to interact with your students at the starting of year, not like rushing over the syllabus. So I just enjoyed that lecture, and I also studied, although I have already done like few of the topics in my school and I'm very clear with that. So this was more like a revision part for me. Then Digrat sir also gave us one question which that had come in board exams most of the time. Now I was about to get over my maths class and I didn't watch the video because I'm already very good to go with this chapter, and I didn't want to waste my time actually. And like today I had planned that I would study my 10th syllabus, and today I'm not gonna go with Olympiad syllabus. So yeah, so that is why to save my time I just scroll through the PDF because um, it was like quite easy chapter and I didn't need any more explanation because I've already seen video of this chapter. So I just went through all of the questions that he made us practice during the live class, and I just downloaded all of the PDFs and DPPs. The best thing I like about the online batches is that they provide flexibility and convenience, which is very very important for me, as I can schedule my time, schedule my classes at when I'm gonna study. And I prefer recorded lectures more than live sessions. I don't know why, but this is my personal choice. Like I feel quite distracted, and like I cannot concentrate while I'm in a live class. So that is why like I like recorded class better because I have deep focus then. So like it's basically depends on you. This works for me, and if that also works for you, then you can also go with that. So that is why. But while I'm taking like the live classes of my Olympiad batch, then I'm like very much concentrated because you get to learn a lots of new things. Then finally I started with biology, and because I hadn't started it yet, so I just watched a video lecture from the YouTube because like I want that I should complete the chapter before this chapter starts in my batch, so I can get the revision and like I can get my concepts like better twice. So that is why. And like the 10 syllabus, all of the chapters, like most of them I had covered in my ninth, मतलब not completely, like होता है ना शौक शौक में ऐसे ही पढ़ लिया because I had sufficient time. So I just watched that, like when then I watched Prashant Bhaiya videos, so उसी से ही like I just did all of the most of the chapters जिसमें मेरे को कार्बन बिल्कुल समझ नहीं आया था, एंड दिस वाज द इजीएस्ट चैप्टर एवर. लाइक दिस चैप्टर इज जस्ट लाइक इट्स लॉन्ग चैप्टर बट इट्स वेरी वेरी इजी, लाइक तुम खुद से भी समझ सकते हो. सो दैट इज़ वाई आई जस्ट डिड like I just made all of the notes. And finally I was done with few of the things in the chapter, and then I was doing maths questions. But suddenly I realized कि मेरे को कल सामान लेके जाना है स्कूल में, because tomorrow the very next day it was a craft period and we have to make lip and art, like for the I will be making this for the very first time in my life. So first I got this Uvo's watercolor set. Like I don't even have watercolors, like because I don't like painting. I didn't know when the last time, or for the many years I have not painted. So this is the pocket diary and I wanted to have it for a very long time because this helps me to schedule my day. Then I also got this molded clay for lip and art, and I also wanted some other materials such as mirrors vagera and all, but I didn't get at the shop, so I may get that later. And I also got this fevicol. So yeah, these all were all of the things which I brought. And ये सब तो फालतू की मेरे लिए चीज़ें थी. Like the only thing which I needed at that moment was this diary. I would need it from a very long time. Then I started solving exercise 8.3 of trigonometry in my maths notebook. So I don't know, like itna zyada I have seen in shorts and everywhere that this is the hardest exercise, like what not, that सबसे ज़्यादा hardest trauma of class 10th. I don't know मैंने क्या क्या सुना है, but this is not actually the truth. It is very easy and very interesting question, like exercise. Like of course you cannot get the answer in just one, but you have to keep doing the same questions 3 to 4 times just to get the right answer, and that makes it eventually interesting for me. Like I did all of the questions, most of them on my own, but like in 3 to 4 questions I need references from my friends or teachers or from YouTube. So I just did that. And like first I used to solve a particular questions 3 to 4 times just to get the right answer, right solutions. And finally, after so many trials and errors, finally I get the right answer. So yeah, that is how am I doing this exercise. And then I just watched the video lecture of PK Bhaiya, and this was more likely a introduction class. Like he was covering all of the class 9 basics, ki if somebody has not studied good in class 9, so they can have the recap of everything. So eventually that I studied in my class 9th well, especially in the science and mathematics. And then I just watched this lecture in 2x and I finished it. After that I just took a 1 hour long break in which I edited this video, half of it. And like I also took some break between my other previous study slots. Now it was the time to do my school homework. So I just gathered my English notebook because I had to complete the poem 2, which is Ice and Fire by Robert Frost. So I had to complete the question answers of that chapter. So I just took out my notebook and book and started writing my answers on my own. So currently I am more focused over my Olympiad studies rather than my class 10 syllabus, because I know that I would eventually do this. I will sort out all of this. So like I used to study only 2 or 3 days maximum for my class 10 syllabus. Otherwise on the most of the days I mostly focused on my Olympiad prep, especially on Sundays because I get the whole day. So on the days when I study my class 10 syllabus, I just used to record that, because you guys are so much demanding for class 10 vlogs. So I just to make the vlogs relatable, I record them while I am preparing for my class 10 syllabus. So yeah, so I just quickly completed my homework, and yeah, this was all for this video. I would be meeting you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye.